Hey guys, this is Toussaint Haki Stewart, your favorite wellness practitioner with BYOB. And this segment is about supplemental equipment to support your body weight strength resistant regimen, right? I know working with our own bodies is a wonderful way to build strength from the inside out, and it's also a very convenient way to get a good full body workout in, and you can also isolate your muscles as well and specialize. However, there are some limitations with just using your own body. So when it comes to some equipment that you can have to support your body weight strength regimen, these are some of my go-tos, and I want to encourage you to get some of this equipment if you want to kind of take your body weight resistance training to a different level. First thing up we have is our rubber cables, right? These are resistance cables, right? What you can do is you can step on them like this, right? This is a medium resistance cable. I'm stepping on them. I have some rope and some cable in here between my legs, and I'm on the ends of my mat, and then I also have it even. So that way, when I start my curls, right, I have a lot of resistance, right, and bam, I'm hitting these curls. So I get about a good 15 to 20 reps of these in. And then after I do that, I start my triceps. So I bring my cables, just bring them up, bring my wrists to about my ear level, and I just come up here, right? These are tricep kickbacks, right? Kick back and then boom. Isolate your tricep. Get about 15, 20 reps of those in. Then I go back to my curls. You can also do lateral risers for your shoulders, right? Just like that, as you would if you had dumbbells. Then you can do front lateral risers. Front risers here. 1, 2, 3, okay? And that is really about the extent of what I do with them. There are other things you can do with these as well, but as far as working your shoulders, you can also do overhead press like this with these. It's a good burn as well. Right? So, rubber cables, okay? You can look these up on Amazon or whatever. And then we have our resistance bands. This is a light resistance band here. This one right here is medium. And this one right here is heavy resistance. You know, the bigger ones are the ones that are lightest. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do a medium. And what you can do with the medium band is put these here like this, and you get them about right above your knee, and you can do squats with these, right? Or you can make them go a little bit more up by your quads, and then it'll really give your hips resistance and your thighs, right? You can even do these side lunges, or right, and then that's really working your glutes, because in order to come over, you have to activate your glutes, right? Very important. And when you're doing your squats here, this is also helping you activate your glutes and your waist. So you're working your waist and your glutes, right? So this is really good resistance. You can also go here, right? And what you're doing here is you're working your hips, right? You can come here, whoops. You come here, go the other direction. I would probably do those exercises with the lighter band as well. And you can also come down on all fours, and then you can come up here, right? And you can use these to work your glutes as well, right? So you can do some donkey kickbacks, right? And then switch, and you still got that resistance, right? With the resistance band. So there are plenty of things you can do with these, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and take these off now. You can also use these as some adductors or abductors, like that. So yeah, there's a few things you can do with these, but these are mainly lower body. So from there, I have a kettlebell. This is about a 35-pound kettlebell that I use. And you can do with these, you can do squats, right? Weighted squats, keeping your form, right? You can do straight leg deadlifts to work your hamstrings and your glutes, right? You can do kettlebell swings to work your glutes as well and your hamstrings and your core, right? You can also do crossover military press where you're here, 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 right? And you can also do one-armed press where you're here, here, and you switch over, right? And you go here, here, right? And you can use this weight here like this. You do that. And you can work your latissimus dorsi, your shoulders as well, your deltoids, and you just can do those. And then I always like to do, for my latissimus dorsi, my rows, standing rows, where you're here and you bring it up. Then you work your other latissimus dorsi and you bring it up, keeping your shoulders in towards your body. And you can also use them in a couple of other ways as well. You can use them like this, where you're doing lunges here, right? Just keeping your form so that way you get a upper body workout as well. Okay? And you can use them where when you do your rows, you can turn it out. Stay in the same position you were in your standing rows, right? And you come out to work the other side of your latissimus dorsi, the outer side. Then, after about 8 or 9 reps of those, come back on this side. Okay? So there's several things you can do. The kettlebell, that's a 35-pound. I encourage you to get a 15-pound. If you have never done kettlebell, a 20-pound would work. You know, it's really up to you and where you are in your training. You can also get a set, so that way as you move up in strength, you can use whatever kettlebells you need. Obviously, your glutes are going to be strongest, and your hamstrings and your thighs. So these exercises, kettlebell swings and squats, I encourage you to use, you know, heavier or medium to heavy weight to build more muscle, right? Even though these are external resistance equipment, you know, and obviously the kettlebell is a free weight, we're still focused on functional body weight movements, right? So I'm not really into this whole pumping iron thing, and I really feel like just pumping iron has a lot of drawbacks long term. And I feel like if you keep it to this level, when it comes to resistance bands and when it comes to the plastic or rubber cables, right? And then you have the kettlebell, that's enough resistance, external resistance, that is not gonna throw you off long term, right? And you're gonna be able to get a lot of bang for your buck. You're gonna get a lot of resistance, and you'll be able to strengthen your muscles and build your muscle even faster with these resistance tools, right? So we got our resistance cables, right? Plastic resistance cables or rubber resistance cables. We have our resistance bands here, right? And then we have our kettlebell, right? Our kettlebell. So I just wanted to give you an idea of some things that you can get. You might already have some of this stuff, but if you have it, we can help design a really amazing workout to get your fitness goals met at an even faster rate, right? But remember, it's not about how much resistance you're using, it's about your form and technique and the quality of the repetition you're doing and your breath, right? So, keep building your own body and bringing your own body, and continue your consistent integrated training workouts. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.